Marshmallow Fanboy back with another action figure review. This time for DC Comics Deathstroke from the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse. Of course, from DC Rebirth. We already have a Deathstroke, a very armored Deathstroke, a very cool, super cool Deathstroke. But this one's a little bit trimmed down. It is, I believe it's the current version. There's a Deathstroke comic right now. I believe that's the current version. See the back of it. It's a very cool picture. You see the chainmail exposed with the battle damage. That almost would have been cooler than this figure. It's one figure with a ton of battle damage on it. It's funny that he chose artwork with a sword and a knife instead of weapons. I'm guessing that's real artwork. It looks amazing. It's got to be real. It's got to be like Dave Finch or something. But I couldn't do this review without actually reviewing the McFarlane Toys Munitions Pack, because I bought 2 of them for the express purpose of trying to pair some weapons with some of the figures that I'm getting that don't have weapons. So we are going to open both of these. We are going to deck Deathstroke out. We're going to put guns in his hands. He probably doesn't have any place to put them on his back or anything. So yeah, I guess just in his hands. But he has 2... He has one grabby hand, which is for the sword, I think. That one, and that one is a trigger hand. So we're going to try to put guns in the grabby hand anyway, because I want to. So let's see if this figure looks as cool outside of the package as it does in, and I'll be right back. Alright, now that Deathstroke is out of the package, let's take a closer look at him. I haven't put any of the weapons in his hand. I did open them. It's in a clamshell package. My feeling is that once I open the clamshell, all the weapons will fall out. Let me see if that is true. And looks like there's some tape holding some of them in. Nothing we can't get through pretty quickly. So let's go through it. Deathstroke comes with the sword and the knife. Sword and the knife fit into his hands nicely. I put the knife backwards here, but the knife can come out of his hand and fit right into a holster on his leg. Does it fit? Maybe if I turn it around. Yeesh. That is a tight fit. But that is in right there. So let's see. It comes with the action figure stand. It comes with the card, of course. The card has the art from the back of the package, and unlike other, right there. Unlike other cards that cut out some of the artwork around it to get in close on the character, this was already close on the character in the back of the package. Just kind of my problem with Parallax was that he had this really nice artwork on the back, but they had cut most of that out to zoom right in on him. So let's go over Deathstroke. First, let's go over the many cool textures. Let me take this sword out of his hand. First, he has a classic texture on the orange. This butterfly joints, very cool. He has the classic split color mask right down the middle. See, this isn't focusing well for some reason. We'll see. Okay, I think it was the light source. I think the light source was behind him, so no. That's not holding. Okay, I'll hold it about there. So there's a nice texture, classic texture, some sort of kind of ballistic weave. I'm not sure why it's there there's different texture over here, and that's nice. It's a nice mix of textures. It has the utility belt, is the only way, it's the best way that I can put it. A knife holster would have been cool on the utility belt too. There is a place to put what looks like a knife, but there's no hole on the belt, so there's no way to put anything back there. He does have a little place to put the sword. So let me see if I can do that right now. Should have done this off camera. See, it has two. Oh, I see. There we go. Slide it in just like that. And the sword is exposed. I thought it might go underneath, but it doesn't. And it's too wide over here. But the good news is you get a little bit of the sword over the shoulder. So that is not a bad deal. I really like the gloves. I like the color break. The white arm. Although, from a tactical standpoint, doesn't seem to... You know, maybe the left arm is a blocking arm. So it's a little more armored, or there's a different material. Maybe it's something else. I'm not sure. I'm not sure a lot about Deathstroke stuff, and I'm sort of dragging you guys along with me. So gloves. Sorry. The gloves are very cool. The little black patch in the middle. They're like biking gloves in the 80s. He's got these two things around his thigh. They're glued on. They're not going anywhere. And of course, two straps for the holster here. And a little bit of orange to offset the bottom of the shoes, like he's wearing cool Nikes. And it's a very cool color scheme. I like the eye, the one eye that you can't see. It's just real sinister and just angry and not sort of giving you side eye. But on this side, there's no eye. There's no noticeable eye slit on the other side. So pretty comic accurate. So let's see. He's got butterfly joints. So they come out pretty far. You probably, you know, not bad. See, the head has some, a lot of down. It looks practically all the way down. And let's see, the tassels on his head don't keep him from looking up. Maybe with the orange you can see that better. But looks way up. Really great mobility there. Oh my gosh. He can tilt his head just a tremendous amount. Either direction. Head goes 360. Wow. That head has a lot of articulation. So the arms go all the way around 360 degrees. Of course, there's a bicep swivel on each one. Well hidden on this one by that, well hidden on that one because it's flat black. It's pretty cool. And double pin elbow, so he can tap his own shoulder. Don't. Hey, bud. What? What's up? What's going on? What's happening? The arms have the hinge, so he can move it in and out. And they rotate all the way around. Let's see here. The belt doesn't move. It's pretty much molded. Let's see. He has a joint under the rib cage and one right above the waist. So he can turn either at the waist or at the... So I got him all out of sorts. I've got him twisted at the waist and twisted at the torso. So let's put him back together like a Rubik's Cube. Let's see, legs, standard McFarlane legs. The, I don't know what you would call those. ball jointed. Legs kind of come out to here so he can sort of fly. He can't fly. Don't make him fly. And double pin knees. He can almost kick his own butt, but not quite. Not quite. And the feet have a hinge. And let's see, the one foot has a toe joint. There it is. Toe joint. And the foot rotates. The foot rotates, and see if you get any side-to-side wiggle out of the feet. No, but he was really easy to stand up earlier. There we go. That is Deathstroke. And now I am going to basically arm him. So we'll see what we've got. You know what? I'm going to put him back on the action figure. On the action figure stand. Figure stand? Ah. He looks really weird there. So, what I want to do is I want to give him... Wow. So I'm going to give him this gun here. I'm not sure what kind that is, but it's pretty big. And I'm going to give him... Wow. It's a lot of stuff to choose from. How about a... Oh, you know what? No. Let's see. Today, he did have to use his AK. Today was not a good day. So I'm going to arm him, and then I'll be right back. This is a fully armed Deathstroke. While his right hand doesn't have a trigger finger, so he can't put his finger through the guard, so he can't hold the weapon straight, is the issue I was running into. No problem with the left hand, which does have a trigger finger. Very easy to get that AK-47 into his hand. You can see just how good that looks. He's holding the gun in sort of a neutral position. And he is not aiming, but he is ready for anything. He's Deathstroke, he's got to be. His sword is back up, his knife in its holster. Yeah, the munitions pack is super cool. There's so many things in here to look at. So many cool things to put in his hands. So many cool things to try. And of course I'm not going to try them all, but what I wanted to try was, I just can't imagine Deathstroke without weapons. And I absolutely wanted to try a couple weapons out, and I'll probably store the weapons with the figure, even though they didn't come together. So eventually I'll die, and then somebody will get some weird yard sale thing with a Deadpool with a bunch of weapons, and then they'll try to sell it on eBay, and somebody on eBay will say, hey, how'd you get all the guns? They didn't originally come with the figure. And they'll say they didn't. Well, I'm upping the price then. I don't know, does anybody use eBay? Anywho, this has been Marshmallow Fanboy reminding you, enjoy your toys.